only try this at home if you're really about that life. Like, if you've never been waxed before, just brace yourself. Like, you can't be trying to be a weenie and give yourself a Brazilian wax. Like, it's not gonna work. But with that being said, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be telling you all about my DIY sugar wax. Beautiful, beautiful. I actually used this already and I used a lot, but I still have a lot left. So basically, I'm just going to be telling you how I made it. I'm not going to be able to include the actual footage of when I made this batch, but I do have footage of when I made another batch and I learned what not to do. So with that being said, let's just get started.
Alright, y'all, so for actually making the wax, this is the measurements that you're going to need. Basically, you're going to need 1 cup of sugar. It can be white sugar or brown sugar. And 1/4 cup of lime or lemon juice combined with 1/4 cup of water. For the consistency of wax, what you're going to do is combine these into a pot. It took me about, let them come to a boil, and you need to watch over it. And once it becomes on the stove, consistency that you want, I don't have the exact measurements, but I am going to link a video down below that helped me create the wax.
Now that you already know how to make the wax, now we can talk about how to apply it. So I'm just going to open this up, and as you'll see, the wax is very, very thick. However, I did create it with the intention of using wax strips. So as you can see, it is definitely moving around. It's not a hard wax at all. When I use the popsicle sticks, I'm gonna take some out for you guys to see. It has like almost a honey type of consistency. So for demonstration purposes, I'm actually gonna show you on my arm. But before I do that, I purchased these at my local Sally's. If you don't have a Sally's, I mean, you can find these popsicle sticks at Walmart, Target, but basically you want to get the fat ones. And they also come with the smaller ones. I mean, you can use the smaller ones, but if you want to cover more area, obviously use the bigger popsicle stick. And also in this pack, it comes with the muslin cloths. And these are all natural, so that's the best thing about this wax. Before I even get it started, I didn't get to tell you, this wax is made with only 3 ingredients. So with that being said, with it being made with sugar, citric acid, which is from the lime juice, and water, even if you are mid-wax and you decide that you just can't do it, you can always just get in the shower and wash it off, and it's completely water soluble. So just so you know that. So here I have my cloths. Now, if you're going to be using this on your lady parts for a Brazilian, the main thing that you want to know is that you need to apply the wax the opposite direction of your hair growth. So for most of us ladies, your hair down there goes downward. So when you're applying the wax, you want to apply upward. And also, from my experience, once I did that, you're going to lay the strip, and you want to also lay the strip upward against the grain of your hair. And then when you are going to rip it off, you need to get a nice hold on it, because you can't, if you don't get a nice hold on it, you're just gonna make yourself suffer even more. So you're just going to brace yourself, sing a song, count to 3, whatever you need to do, and rip it off. Now, sounds simple, right? Yes, it is. But from my experience, if you don't rip it off hard enough, you will suffer even more, because the force that you use to pull is the force that's going to be pulling out your hairs. And when you're waxing, it's pulling the hairs out from the actual cuticle. So once you wax, I'll insert a photo, you'll be able to see the ends of the hair follicle, like the bulb of the hair follicle. So that shows you that you're actually removing the entire hair. And that's why when you wax versus shaving, you're able to wax one time and you don't have any hair again for another at least 3 weeks. So I definitely would recommend this to somebody that does struggle with dark marks in their anywhere, but really this video is catered towards the bikini line. So if you experience razor bumps, especially for the girls with coarse hair, if you experience razor bumps, ingrown hairs, discoloration, waxing will help your problems. And that's from my experience. Now, where I went wrong with my waxing is when I was going to different salons and places to get it done. Once you get a wax, because the hair does take so long to grow back, if you don't go back within the said period of time, eventually your hair is going to grow back. Now, because of the price, I was not going to wax appointments as often as I would have intended to, just because, you know, you're dropping a bag on your wax. With this is a solution, because all these ingredients probably cost you less than $15, really. So that's just a little bit of my experience, but I'm gonna do a demo on my arm so you guys can see. So here's the wax. As you see, it's like a thread type of consistency. And I'm gonna link a video below of the girl who actually inspired me to do this. She has a million videos on sugar waxing. So shout out to her. So I will say again, this consistency of wax is to be used with wax strips. I forgot something. Okay, I forgot some of the most important ingredients. So when you're waxing, it's important that you clean the area. Now, you know, since we're natural people and we don't like chemicals, I use pure organic witch hazel. Now, it is alcohol based, but I'll read to you the ingredients. It's distilled certified organic extract of witch hazel containing certified organic alcohol 14%. So that's what we're going to use to clean the area. Also, we just have some cotton rounds. And usually when people do waxing, they use baby powder. But since we are natural people, again, you don't want to be using baby powder on your body because of talc and all the other chemicals. It's just not necessary. Now, if you have baby powder, don't use this. It's like, honestly, I've seen people use arrowroot powder and also, I'm going to leave the link down below. But me, on the other hand, I didn't have any of those. So what I use is good old baking soda. Now you might be like, what? Baking soda? But trust me, sis, it works. So now that that's all settled, I'm going to demonstrate to you on my arm what you're going to do down there. But first, before any of that, I'm just going to take one of these, squirt a little witch hazel. And I'll show you my arm before. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, there's hair on it. So you're just gonna clean it off. And something that's important when you're waxing is that your skin is completely clean. So if you're gonna do your Brazilian or even your bikini area, definitely take a shower within that 24-hour span. I mean, if you want to take a shower right before, of course that's fine. If you took a shower last night and you did it in the morning, that's okay too. So I'm just gonna clean it off. Once you clean it off, dispose of this because you know we want to keep it clean. And I'm gonna take a little bit of my baby powder. My baking soda. This is not all the way professional, but you guys are gonna get the point. And just apply that to your arm. You want it to be completely dry because that's what's going to allow the wax to stick to your skin. So, now that you're all powdered up, move this out the way. Now it's time to put your big girl panties on because it's going to hurt. Just kidding. Some of y'all like pain though, I don't know. So it might not be that bad. So we're just gonna mix it up. You really don't have to. And I'm doing this for demonstration purposes, so you really don't need that much. But I'm just dipping my stick in there. And this is my arm. So my hair on my arm goes downward, so I'm going to be applying this upward. So you just smooth it on, just like that.
Now I'm looking back editing this video and I forgot to tell you guys such an important part. When you are waxing your Brazilian, your bikini line, you need to make sure that once you apply the strip, you pull your skin taut.
When you're done with that,
pull your skin tight, like the opposite direction, so that there's no slack when you're pulling the strip off.
And I'm going to place my cloth on top. Like I said, pressing it down opposite of your hair growth. And you really want to make sure that all those hairs are in it. Now, when you're waxing, make sure that you do not get too hot because your body's going to naturally start sweating because you are probably nervous, and just the act of waxing causes you to sweat. So if you have a fan or something like that, especially when you're working with your Brazilian, definitely make sure that your skin stays dry and that you don't get too hot. So once you make sure that that's all set, you're going to grab and rip. And there it is. That hurt, but not that bad. And as you can see, my hairs definitely came out. So it's really that simple. If you have the balls to do it, if you have the guts to do it, go for it. You're gonna save money. Your kitty is gonna be pretty. This is what my arm looks like. So it definitely removed hair from that section. Now also, the cool thing about these cloths is, being that it's the wax that we're using is water soluble, if you just run this in some warm soapy water, all of the wax will come off with your hairs and you can easily just let them dry. Doesn't take that long, and then you'll be able to use them again. When you are finished waxing your section, you can just take another cotton round and some witch hazel or whichever toner or astringent you have, and just wipe it down. And when I do that, you can really see the difference. I've never waxed my arms or anything before, but I might do my whole arm just because now I have sugar wax And this recipe is definitely usable for any area of your body. You can use it on your face, you can use it on your legs, your toes, like anywhere that you have hair that you want to get rid of. And I will say too, nobody is obligated to remove hair from your body. And if you're young watching this, don't feel pressured to remove the hair from your body. Yes, society teaches you that women should not wear body hair, but ultimately it's your choice. Sometimes I grow my hair out, sometimes I like to wax it. So this is all up to you. Don't feel pressured to have a super perfect body, a super perfect aesthetic, because nothing is perfect. You shine the most when you are the most natural. So that's just my little take on it. And you can see it's definitely smooth. And like I said, the wax is water soluble, so this is completely smooth to the touch versus here. And I'm still a little bit ashy, but you guys get the point. So if you are deciding to do this for your Brazilian, which is your entire lady region, what I decided to do for myself is start on the outside and work your way in. The most important thing I can tell you, keep ventilation in the area so that you don't start sweating too much. Keep going in with your powder. If you go to a section and you don't fully pull off the hair, because I'm a beginner at this, I had to get in the shower, rinse off the old sugar, dry it up again, and then pull it off again, because I just felt like putting wax on top of wax wasn't helping. I did have some stubbornness in my lip area. I'm not sure why. I think just because it's kind of a different angle that you have to come at. So I had more success applying upward and pulling downward. So you're gonna have to do a little yoga with this, or if you want, you can sit down, you know, whatever position works for you, but just be prepared. But like I said, if you do chicken out in the process, you can always wash it off. So that's the great thing about the sugar wax. With that being said, I wish you guys the best. I'm going to list all the ingredients and the measurements in the description box, and let me know if you do try it. Also, I'm going to list the YouTube page of the girl that I learned how to make this wax from, so you can definitely watch her videos. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know how it works for you. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram at alkamami.amori. I don't know why it took me so long to say that, but I'll put it down the bottom. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Have a great day.